guys, Scotty D here again, another drum lesson video. Presenting this through Skype so that if you take an online lesson with me, I can give you an idea of the video and audio quality to expect from your online lesson. First of all, everyone who saw the beginner's lesson and shared it and liked it, thank you so much. I'm trying to get a few more students just now with the absence of gigs happening. Really missing playing in all my bands, playing with my bandmates. You know, a lot of those cover bands I'm in, we've been playing for like 10 years plus. It's really getting dialed in. Looking forward to getting this all back on the go again. So today's lesson would be the intermediate lesson. It'd be aimed at students of an intermediate level who've been maybe playing drums for a couple of years, maybe halfway through a college course, practicing regularly, knowing the sort of stuff to practice, probably playing in a couple of bands, you know, guys that are playing drums almost every day. So the content of this lesson, I couldn't decide what to do. So I've decided to combine maybe a couple of good things to practice. One being kick ostinatos, two being paradiddles and their inversions. So to start with kick ostinatos, this is really just practicing kick drums everywhere they could possibly go, so that when you need to play a bass drum pattern or maybe change the rhythm of a bass player's bass line into a kick drum pattern, it's cool because you've practiced every eventuality. Now, of course, this is nothing new. This has been taught in some excellent books by some amazing drum teachers through the years. The most famous book probably being Gary Chaffee's pattern series, of which the fatback exercises are this approach of kick ostinatos, practicing your kick drum wherever you can play it, every step of the way, every point on the grid. So let me go to screen share. I'll just bring you up this fatback exercise page. Just have to find Skype on this thing. Here we go. Okay. Shift this window out of the way. So you can see there isn't even hi-hats written on this page, just kick and snare. And for the most part, for the first 15 examples, we've got every combination of where kick drums can go, including flat out. And this is just before the snare. How you practice this sort of stuff is you choose a hand pattern. So let's just say straight eights. And you go through each of those kick drum placements on the one, the E, the and, the A, one and E, one and, one E and A, one E and, one E A, one and A, number 11, one E and, number 12, one E A, number 13, one and A, number 14, one E and A, number 15, flat out, one E and A. So to practice this over the eighth would be like this: 1, 2, 3, and 4, and. Okay, I've just realized I've not switched the camera on. Bear with me, I'll go through it again, and we'll just do it with the camera as well. One, two, three, four. Messed up the 4 in a row. All right, so that's the whole of the Fatback groove page. Now, that was just over one hand pattern. The more used to practicing like this you get, it could be whatever hand pattern you're working on, and getting used to playing all of those kicks so that you can play any of them singly, any combination of them, and most importantly, being able to improvise with them as well. Now, there's a shortcut, but there's a way that you can practice a few of them just in a cycle. It involves kind of playing in 6/4 time rather than 4/4. What I'll do, I'll go into screen share and draw out some notation and explain what this kind of shorter version of practicing those are. So I'm just going to bring up Logic. We'll set our time signature as 6/4. Just going to draw in our eighth note hi-hats. Backbeats on 2, 4, and 6. Now, here's the cool part. We'll play one kick drum every third 16th note. Like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. But over your 16ths is going to be 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 5 E and a 6 E and a 1. It takes that bar 6/4 to get back to the 1 for the cycle to start again. So I'll just draw those in. And switch to score so we can see it as music notation. So you can see we've just got one kick drum at a time, but a lot of those patterns that we're seeing are kicks that would be in the same place as on the Chaffee Fatback exercises pages. And it sounds like this. So we've got a good few of the Chaffee examples there, but working around in a cycle of 6/4. Now, you can do another bunch of the Chafees by playing kick drum doubles instead of singles. What this would mean that of those 3 16th notes, 2 of them would have kicks on them, and the third would be a rest. I'll go back to screen share just to illustrate this. You see our kicks on the bottom here. I'm just going to copy so that we've got 2 kick drums and a rest, 2 kick drums and a rest. Now, when we look at this in score, it becomes a whole lot busier, and we're going through kind of number 5, number 8, you know, any of those chaffy examples that have got a kick drum double. So this one, let's have a listen. Now, a tough part about playing this one is when you've got kick drums lining up with the snares and the hi-hats. You know, if there's any flamming between the 3 of them, you should maybe think about slowing the whole thing down and really trying to focus on how tight those hits can land together. Let me play through with this a couple of times. Okay, so let's look at the part 2, which is paradiddles and their inversions. So if you've been playing for a couple of years, you know, you're doing your college course, playing in bands, practicing a lot, you'll have definitely played a paradiddle on the practice pad. You know, you're probably doing warm-ups, something like Tommy Igoe's Lifetime warm-up, or Alan Dawson's Rudimental Ritual. You know, your hands should be in pretty good shape because you're practicing your rudiments quite often, if not every day. So the paradiddle. Now I'm just going to go straight away and just play this on 2 different sound sources: floor tom for the right hand, snare drum for the left hand, so we can hear the difference between right hand and left hand. So standard paradiddle sticking: right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left. Now, that's the standard paradiddle, you know, the way we learn it and practice it at first. However, you can start paradiddles from different points within the paradiddle. The next one would be the inverted paradiddle, which you could really call a radiddle pa. Radiddle pa, radiddle pa, radiddle. It starts on the second hit of the paradiddle and contains the double stroke in the middle. Right, left, left, right, left, right, right, left. Inverted paradiddle. The third one is called the reverse paradiddle, or diddle paras. It starts with the double stroke: right, right, left, right, left, left, right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left, right, left. And then finally, you have the paradiddle. I'm not exactly sure what the name of this paradiddle is. I call it the middle, because it's like the paradiddle starts on the second hit of the double. I guess you'd call this a dual paradid. Dual paradid, dual paradid, dual paradid, dual paradid, dual. And the sticking would be right, left, right, left, left, right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left, right, left, right. It's kind of weird. It's like it feels like right leading singles, right, left, and then immediately there you're going into left leading singles. Let me play it for you. each of those paradiddles, practicing it and applying them, they kind of have their uses, even if you're not using the whole paradiddle. Some techniques that you might encounter could be used in grooves. You know, the standard paradiddle that we all know. You know, you can play around the kit with it. Any of them work as solo chops, grooves, whatever you want to do with them. The inverted paradiddle, I like this one because it starts with right, left, left. Like so many things, you know, 6-stroke roll, right, left kick. The inverted paradiddle is a pretty versatile version of the paradiddle. You know, you can do inverted paradiddle. Sounds nice as a groove. There's a couple of double inverted paradiddles in that too. But yeah, being able to link it to stuff's really cool. You could start off doing inverted paradiddles, and then maybe one right, you could switch it to something else, right, left kick. You could link it to anything that starts right, left, 6-stroke roll, anything like that. Okay, now the next one, just for an application, the reverse paradiddle. A good takeaway from this inversion of the paradiddle is learning to play an accent with a ghost note immediately after it, like a kind of snare drum slap back echo. Great for funk grooves, getting those ghost notes working. Similarly with the kind of switch of direction paradiddle, the technique that this helps you employ is called the pull out accent, which is a tap followed by an accent. And pull out accents are really cool for getting the ghost note just before the backbeat. Shuffle, and so on. One of my favorite applications of this kind of pull-out accent is playing a foot hi-hat with a closed hi-hat after it, then your backbeat. Like, I'll play a couple of things. 2, 3, 4. All right, now to finish this lesson off, let's combine 1 and 2. You know, we can maybe pick a paradiddle pattern and go through either the Gary Chaffee fatback kick placement thing, or some of the bars of 6/4 where you can practice them a little bit shorter. I'm just going to go for the original bar 6/4 that had the kick singles. Just going to call up screen share so you can see and remember what it went like. So this one here will be using the same kick drum pattern but over paradiddle hands. Okay guys, thanks again for watching. That concludes this intermediate demo of a Skype lesson, and catch you on the advanced one next. Thank you.